ẹ̀yin tèmi báwo ni o ṣe wà gègé lẹ́lẹ́lẹ́lẹ́lẹ́lẹ́lẹ́ ṣe wà. Hi guys, wow. I feel like it's been ages since I carried the camera to record. Like, it's been ages. Hi guys, your favorite girl, Dia, and you're welcome to Banta Express with Dia. Yeah, I think today is the 15th of August 2022. The last time I actually uploaded a video was like the 23rd of October last year, 2021. So October, November, December, January, February, March, April, May, June, July. It's been 9 months and a few change. Man, oh, wow. Guys, your babe has been going through it. When they say somebody's going, I'm going to try and make this video very, how do I call it? I don't know what's wrong with the lightning. Just, I don't know what's wrong, but I'm going to try and make this video very, not I don't know, I'm not going to try to make it sad or but I decided a few days back that I'm going to try and make sure that I'm open to you guys. I started this channel, you get, for a reason, and I've not been keeping up to that because I've been going through it, but thank God, hopefully we are pulling through day by day, and I'm going to pull through by the grace of God. So like you all know, or those that know me, I'm into events planning, event management, events as a whole. And since COVID, events for me has been hell. I'm not even going to sugarcoat it. It's been hell. So as of last year, the time I recorded that video, I was staying on my own. I rented an apartment, feeling that was the next step, as a 27-year-old at that time. I didn't feel like there was any need to continue staying with my parents, since I was actually making some money, and I felt like I could stay on my own. So therefore, your girl went and rented an apartment, and I was living okay, but I realized that I was spending into my savings. Like, it was more like I wasn't making any money. So me, I was just spending and spending, paying bills here and there. This adulthood na scam, you better get am for your mind. That song it talked to me, because I'm like, why am I spending a lot and I'm not making any money? It was not like, I don't want to sound cliche, but it was like, when somebody's going around in circles. Like, I look at my life, I look at people that we grew up together, people that I've known to become my friends, and I'm like, but what's going on there? Why are you going around in circles? Like, things will be good one time, the next time is bad, the next time is just there, and it took a lot, guys. It took a lot not to fall into depression. I'm not even going to lie to you. It took a lot not to fall into depression. For me to have been battling with this thing for 9 months, then like I said, today is the 15th of August. So when you guys will be seeing this video, I don't know, it might be later on in September, but today is the 15th of August 2022, and I decided to record this. I said, I've been using mouse to pick up the camera, but I'm like, what, let me just be it all out. So from now on, I decided that I'm going to let you guys in a lot more on my life, on the things that I go through, not just on the gist and sweet part and make mouth and what, real life issues that people actually go through. So quick backstory: I finished school back in 2013. I went to Bowen University. For those who don't know, I studied economics. I finished a tutu, and yeah, I served, 2014, 2015. I did a postgraduate course in Unilag in economics too, and I finished well, thinking, okay, this is it. Let me get a job, and start up my life. And I finished school quite early. I finished school at the age of 19. Yeah. So in my head, I'm like, Oluwatosin, you finish school 19, you have the whole world at your feet, just flex for like 5 years, enjoy your life, any certification you want to get them now for the next 5 years, enjoy your life, flex. Then, by 24, you should be married, settled, blah, blah, blah. Eh, my sister and my brother, see me here. I have, after my Unilag program, I went ahead and, I think, yeah, immediately after my Unilag, so I was working, my parents own a school, for those who don't know, so I was working with them for a while, and then immediately after my Unilag program, I left there, and my dad also kind of runs an audit firm, like he's a partner in an audit firm. So I started working there, thinking, from there, oh yeah, can read something better now, as in at least mutikawe there. Guys, I can't count the number of interviews or jobs I've applied to. I cannot even count. I've applied, I've gone for interviews, to the extent that you even get to the final stage, and then at the end of the day, somebody's telling you, we are sorry. And I'm like, I passed the first stage. There was one that I even did recently, like some 2-3 months back. Past first stage, past second stage, past third stage, past fourth stage. And then the final stage, you now tell me that I'm not. I'm like, and then at one point, to be honest, I started thinking that maybe evil spirit from my father's house was pursuing me, honestly. Because it was like, why am I going around in circles? And then I started thinking to myself, okay, true, this economics thing, or it might not be really like, okay, do I really have passion for it? Yes, I like doing it, but do I have passion for it? So I started to find my passion, and I've always had passion for events and everything. So I'm like, what, let me go into events management and event proper. So I started, even before I quit my audit job, I was doing it on the side, anybody that had events and everything. But I realized that most of the jobs I even got were from like people that I don't even know, like maybe somebody that I just seen my post or my status and then refers me to the person doing the events, like people that were my close friends, people that I felt like were my family, that I felt like were close to me, that I felt, these people, no, they didn't give me event though. And I'm like, so obviously when outside people want to look at your want to outsource their events to you, they would like to look at what you've done. Now, how am I supposed to gain the experience in the event industry when nobody even wants to give me events? Do you guys understand? So, and then obviously I have to go for this event because you are my family, you are my friend, you are my whatever it is, acquaintance. And then I'll go for your event and somebody else is planning it, something that I can do. Do you understand? And it started rubbing off on me, like, what's really going on? Is it that there's one veil covering me, that people are not seeing me, or what? So I started thinking a lot of things. So right about then, I got this offer at an event company. They do decor and event planning. I'm like, oh, nice. I applied. I got the job. So I started. I worked there maybe a total of 3 months, and it was 3 intense months. Throughout those 3 months, I don't think I went to church once. Job that we had to be on the job Tuesday through Sunday. You rest on Monday, come back Tuesday through Sunday. We're always having events, and towards the end of the year, like that, events upon events, back to back, back to back, back to back, like that. It was mad. It was crazy. I lost, you see me, this one my cheeks, everything disappeared. I lost so much weight, and then I started having like issues with my blood pressure because I wasn't sleeping, and it was fun because it's something I have passion for. So I enjoy doing the job, although there were some ups and downs, but I enjoy doing the job because why? It's something I have passion for. But the adverse effect on my health was too much. I was doing so much, and something that you've not been doing before, and you just enter into, it's not like, oh, you built on it, and I just entered and I started doing so much at the same time. It was a lot. Then around that time I was planning to write my IELTS examination, so I wanted to apply for one immigration plan, something like this. So I wanted to write my IELTS examination around December. So I went for the job. I actually resigned to be able to prepare for the examination. I did the examination. I passed first sitting, and I was like, okay, let me start this my event planning thing on my own. And then COVID struck. So around that time, I got during COVID, not enough businesses were operating and everything. So around that time, there was this logistics company that were looking for a supervisor. So I applied and I got the job. So I started working as a supervisor for a logistics company, and that one too, it was like jumping from fry pan to fire. So logistics company during COVID, they were working. They had to deliver food, they had to deliver a lot of things, and you being the middleman between the riders and the customers or whoever you're delivering to. When you hear a ringing tone so much that once you hear it, your heart will start to do big. I started having serious PTSD. Like, I don't know. Even after I dropped the job, I would be hearing the ringing tone of the phone. The phone wasn't with me anymore. I already dropped the phone. I'll be hearing the ringing tone, and I'm like, what kind of job is this? I won't be able to sleep. Before I sleep in the night, I have to be planning trips. Okay, these are all the deliveries I have for tomorrow, so I'm planning them so that these guys can deliver tomorrow. And then you plan all these things, and these riders will mess up your plans. They always have a mind of their own. You just wake up the next morning and they are doing something silly. When somebody can say he's not feeling fine, there's nothing wrong with him. He just doesn't want to work that day. Or someone can carry the bike and go and park somewhere. Or someone can carry food that is already cooked, that can spoil, and carry it and go and drop clothes in a far place, clothes that cannot spoil. And then you'll be wondering, but this is not how I asked you to take this. There's a reason why I told you deliver this first, deliver this. And then the client is shouting at you, your boss is shouting at you, everybody is shouting at you. My BP went through the roof. As in, I said that was in fact genesis of my BP issues. I started having serious BP, and I'm like, wait, how old am I that I'm having BP? So I think towards the end of COVID, that 2020, I dropped the job, and I was just home. I think I worked for someone for around that 2 weeks. I was just, and I was just there, to be honest. And at this point, I'm like thinking about my life, that what's going on. Relationship, job, I don't have money, I no get. Like, what exactly can I do I have to show that okay, I've graduated from school? As at that time, I graduated 2013, that was 2020. For 7 years, what exactly do I have to show that this is what I've achieved in the last 7 years? I didn't have anything. And to top it all, everywhere was just, I don't know. And I was just, to be honest, I was just trying to pull through it, you get, trying to see one or two things. And then this event planning thing, I have a lot of ideas that I want to put into it, like something that nobody has ever seen before. You understand? But I don't have the platform to use to execute these ideas. I've tried to get the platform a number of times, but to no avail. Apparently, you have to, I don't have the connect, to be honest. And I don't want a situation where I'll tell somebody my idea, okay, this is what and what I want to do. Then the person will go behind me, and then, I don't have a lawyer or anything to back me up and say, oh, this is what you get, that's been my idea since, and then somebody stole it. I don't want someone to steal my idea, to be honest. So I prefer to wait. So 2020, towards the end of 2020, I got open to one investment deal like that, and it was forex. I don't ever invest my money in forex because I don't believe in free money. But this person that was handling it happened to be a family friend. We grew up together. I'm older than him with a number of years, so he calls me sister Tosin. And as he said, he told me earlier, but I didn't pay attention because, like I said, I don't really have the flair for such things like that. Then my cousin, I now heard from my cousin that this thing, they're really cashing out to one thing. Okay, I think that day I made a post on my status that I wanted burger from I think Johnny Rocket. And if I'd never been there, my friend had told me that, oh, to get burger like standard, you have to have like 25k. I'm like, why am I supposed to go and spend 25k on meal? I beg. So I just put it on my status that day, like, okay, who you buying me burger? That's why he messaged me that how much is it? And it's someone that is younger than me, so I'm like, Ben, it's not money that it cannot be 5,000 naira burger. Oh. This burger, they say it's like 25k or something. And he said send your account number. I'm like, don't play with me. And then he sent me the money. And I'm like, okay. And I called my cousin, what's going on? This guy is really making money. I don't know why my nose is itching me. This guy is really making money. For him to just be able to send me 25k, he says 25k, that this guy is in millions. I'm like, are you serious? Oh yeah, now if it's this investment, let me do. So I told my mom about it, and we started this investment. Guys, within 6 months, I made about 10 million, to be honest, within 6 months, just by sitting down, putting my money, and they're giving me investment at the end of the month. I made about 10 million. And at this point, I'm like, okay. And I think it was around this time I started my YouTube channel. So I'm like, okay, since I already have this kind of funds and I feel like it's going to continue coming, let me start my YouTube channel, put myself out there so people can know me, so that when I start this, my ideas about my event planning, this thing is not going to come as a shock. And so I was trying to gather funds, you get, to be able to push myself, since I need funds for the idea that I have about my event planning. And so I started gathering funds and everything. It was at this point I got my apartment. That was early last year. And things were looking bright, to be honest. And then all of a sudden, right after I got my apartment, I was waiting for the next payout so that I could get, I wanted to get a store. I wanted to do a lot of things. So I was waiting for the next money. I think the next money that month I was expecting about 2 million or so. So I was just, I already calculated a lot of things. Guys, that's how this thing crashed though. See, today they never gain bearing. My money and my mom's money that is there is over 15 million. Yeah, that is there. That minus my friends that I know that invested too, as a result of they heard from me and everything. I'm not going to lie, I made some money out of it, but well, my money is gone now. So, and I already got an apartment. I don't have any steady source of income. Guys, I did Uber. I went, got a car from somebody who had it, and I was delivering, I think 30k every, or 25k every week to the person. I started riding Uber. I did it for about a month. Was it even up to a month? So the person I got the car from, apparently the car had been parked home for a long time. And so, when a car has been parked for a long time, it starts to develop fault. So this car started developing fault. And I could go out now and one thing will remove. I'll have to repair it. And the agreement was that any repair that is not caused by me, like maybe I hit the car or somebody bashed me, it will pay for it. But it was now looking like I was purposely spoiling things so that I would pay for it. And I'm not silly. So why would I be doing that? But the car was always having issues. And so he started complaining that, can you come? Maybe we should just go and drop the car. And it was, so I just dropped the car, to be honest. I just dropped it. That it's better not to have an headache than to have something that. And so that was how I stayed last year, till trying to apply for jobs. Once in a while, I'll get called for maybe to be an event share manager, or event, what they call them, to share help the event planner. Do you understand? So once that was like maybe total of 3 or 4 times last year, and I wasn't making any money. And those 3 or 4 times, maybe you collect 20,000. There was one I even went and came back. My transport fare to and fro was more than the money they gave me there. I was like, so what's the point of this event that I went for? You get, so a lot of things like that. At the end of the day, it was more like I didn't do anything last year, to be honest. And at the end of the year, my dad called me and he was like, wait, nobody chased you from my house. You carried your bag, you left my house, and now you are not working, you're not doing anything, no steady source of income, and you are steadily spending money. And I thought about it. It's true. Why am I spending money when nothing's coming in? Doesn't even make any sense. So I carried myself. December, when my rent expired, carried myself, picked up all my things, got a moving truck, and moved my things from Yaba down to Mowe. So now I stay with my parents. I've been with them since December last year. And guys, I'm not going to lie to you, it's not been easy. Like, I was like this. I was, say when this depression, this me, I was like this. I just thank God for, a whole lot of things, a whole lot of people in my life that, have been solid rock for me. If not, I've fallen into depression, and to top it all, friends that, friends, family that I thought, oh, these people I can always count on. I've lost the number of friends that I've lost in the past 2 years is alarming. Like, people that I felt, oh, my ride or die, and I would just sit and come to a realization that it's more like I'm the one carrying the friendship on my head. Like, these people don't really care, to be honest, and I try my possible best not to be selfish. You understand, everybody is going through one thing or the other, and some of them actually do try their best, but sometimes what somebody needs is not maybe your money or your, I don't know, your gift. Sometimes the person just needs your word of advice, your word of encouragement, just for you to be there for the person. There's a friend of mine, she's married, she I don't think she's not in the country any longer. And from when she got married, I try to respect my friend's boundaries, you understand? So I don't start calling you at awkward moments, and it will be like, who is this your friend that is always disturbing safe? So I try to respect their privacy and all. She will call me and tell me that, hey, you don't even call me, can you call? I'm like, it's not like that, I don't want. She said, no, disturb me, what's going on? Like, she wants to know what's going on. And then the people that I just purposely feel like, oh, these are the people that I should, close to me and tell what's going on, and I'll sit down and tell you everything about my life. And then these are the people that you will now go out one day and hear something about them, and then obviously because everybody knows that you're close to them, they expect you to know, and then you're looking like a fool, a complete idiot, because you're like, I didn't know that. And see, the past 2 years, I can't count the number of friends I've lost, to be honest, but I thank God for the ones that stood by me. You know, in fact, there was a time I was so down. You get, I don't know what, something had just happened. Maybe I lost an opportunity that I was so close to getting, and then I was so depressed. And I posted something on my status, and everybody viewed my status. Everybody viewed it, and only 2 people reached out to ask, "What's going on? Are you fine? What's going on? This message is not like you." The people that I felt were close to me and everything, nobody said anything. Only 2 people reached out to me, and those 2 people, I'll forever be grateful to them. In fact, there was another time that I was so down, and I can't remember what was. I think, yeah, the job I mentioned earlier, that I said I got to the 4th or the 5th stage, and they were like, "Oh no, you cannot, you are not going ahead." That particular job, I already thought I got the job. I was already happy that at least for once, you get, I'm going to earn something tangible. But when it eats me, so I locked up. I wasn't talking to anybody. I didn't talk to I was just always in my room. And then my best friend was trying to reach out to me. I didn't pick her calls. You get, and that's how the next day around 4 a.m. she literally called my mom. 4 a.m. my mom came to knock on my door that you have a call. I'm like, at 4 a.m. who's that? I now picked the call, and we literally cried together on the phone. That thing lifted a lot of, I really wanted to go meet her and talk to her, but I wasn't even financially buoyant to go. And she literally sent me Tife to come so that I could even leave the house and get a lot of things off my chest. I am thankful to be I'm trying not to cry. I didn't that I was going to cry, so I held tissue. Like, I'm thankful for friends that have been my backbone. You get, not only financially, with words of advice, words of encouragement. It's not been easy. I'm not going to lie. It's not been easy. It's not been... I don't know if you've ever been in a situation where it's like you're just going around in circles, everybody around you is moving forward, and you're just going round and round, and it's like, what did I ever do wrong? Like, who did I offend? What have I done? Have I taken any step? I've always been, you get, but me being me, I always try to make myself happy. If I'm getting too depressed or too, no, I've not hit depression, and I won't, in Jesus' name. But if I'm getting too down, I'll just try to take myself out. I'll tell my best friend, "Please, can we go out? Can we hang out? We'll go where I can just hear some good music, dance." I'm trying not to make food my solace, because that used to be it, and obviously I started doing a lot of it, so I've tried to stop eating uncontrollably, but it's not easy. Guys, it's not easy. It's not easy, but it's easy in Jesus' name. So guys, there's been a lot of things, to be honest, a lot. How all the people you grew up together, everybody's settled, everybody is doing fine, at least to an extent. Nobody has a perfect life, but at least everybody is doing okay. And then you are just here in the same environment. Everybody's asking you, "What's up? Why are you here? What are you doing? How is work?" And you're just there looking at them like, If I think gets to me, I'm not even going to lie. There was a fight that happened in my area the other day. One woman had an issue with my mom, and the only thing she could use to insult her was her daughter went to Lagos to look for husband. She did not see that she now came back to Muri to come and look for husband. I'm like, how? As in, first and foremost, why am I the one looking for husband? Why is the husband not looking for me? And then why do I have to go all the way to Lagos to look for husband? And then I'll not say Lagos, I'll not see husband. I'll now come back to Muri. First and foremost, I've had my own fair share of bad relationships, and I won't say I've been heartbroken because, like I always say, I don't think I've ever fallen in love before, but at least I've been hurt. To be honest, I've been hurt real bad, and I don't think relationship is really the next thing on my mind right now. To be honest, if I'm being really honest, I want to get married. You know, at some point I even started doubting it, that maybe I should just get married. Maybe I should just, give birth. I don't know. If I children, I was just, contemplating a whole lot of things. But I do want to get married. Someday have my own family. But I don't think it's priority on my list now. I have a whole lot of things. I don't want to get married and be a liability. This is 2022. By next year, it's going to be 10 years I finish school. And I'm just here. Person wey finish school yesterday is doing, hey God. It is well, guys. It is well. So I just said I should let you in on, there's a lot to talk about, guys, but I'm just going to cut it short here. I just said I should let you guys in on what I've been going through, a little life update. If you guys see this video, I'm trying to work on a whole lot of things, and the only way I'm coping or I'm trying to stay afloat is that I don't put too much of my emotions and stuff anymore, so that they don't weigh me down. Like, if I'm planning towards something, I don't put on my mind there. If it works, fine. If it doesn't work, fine, so that I don't just go and kill myself unnecessarily. So that's the way I've been working around things, and now I'm working on some things. And if you guys are seeing this video, then that means it came through. And the next video, and probably the next and the next, will show you guys what I've been working on. If you watched till this time, thank you for listening to me rant. God bless you guys. I love you guys, and I hope to be more consistent. As you can see, I used my phone to record this video. One of the issues I've been having to be recording videos is my camera. The battery is very bad. Like, it can't even last 1 minute without dying. And I'm trying to get the battery, but they're telling me, oh, the camera is old, so I have to get, to get the battery is very scarce, or it's rather very expensive. And I was like, okay, let me just get another camera. But cameras are freaking expensive. The one I wanted to get was about 600,000. If I have 600,000 now, I'll go start business. So, and I've been begging for people to sew camera into my life. Nobody's answering me. So, guys, thank you for watching, and see you in the next video. I love you guys. Please subscribe, like, share, comment, so that maybe somebody can even make small money from this one. So thank you guys. Love you.